This is why life is so difficult right now for anyone who is just in this era, I think. And if you're 20, in your 20s at all, I'd say maybe also 18, so maybe 18 to 25, right? This is why it's so freaking difficult. And I just had like a thought, right? And I was like, I need to get this out, because I feel like in the spur of the moment, I can actually say something really useful. I feel like everything now is 10 times harder than it used to be. And I don't mean like, because obviously everyone says that now, and a lot of old people go around and going like, oh no, it's not, what about the war and World War II? And like, I'm like, yeah, I know, they had it a lot more difficult than we did, in a different way. Like, for example, okay, I'm training to be an athlete, and I was just thinking, I was like, how can I really make money, As a 20-year-old right now, what can I really do to make money? And I was like, okay, well, I chose, to be an athlete, obviously not just for money, because I'm passionate about it, but money would be nice. But I can't make money of that right now because I need to train, and to train, that takes a long time, and that could be in upwards of a couple of months to a couple of years. So that is not a direct income right now. So that is not sustainable. So then I was thinking, well, okay, I made this YouTube channel to, obviously it's something that I love, A lot of people say that. They say combine the two, find something that you want to make money, or like, you want to make money and find something that you love and see what you can do to combine the two. So it's okay. I like talking, confidently. I like speaking about my own thoughts, and I like the topics that I've picked to talk about. And then, I think you can make money off of it. But again, I need a lot of views. I need a lot of subscribers for that. I need a lot of, there's a lot of factors that go into it to make sure people actually see your content in the first place, right? And that, again, is an upwards of 2 to 5 years that's going to take. So again, no income at the minute, no money. So I can't, and without that money, I can't afford to upgrade my, editing software. I can't pay for things, I can't pay for a better mic. I can't pay for a camera at the minute because I'm not making any money at the minute, right? Nothing that's like, I know once you get to a certain amount of views, you do make a lot of money, but it's like, it's nothing. It's not, it's practically pocket money, So there's that, right? So then, the old, generic route of doing a part-time job as an adult. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that, that's good, and I can gain some experience and, actually, do something. And that's immediate income. I don't have to wait a long time. I can even have a passion for it if it's something that I choose specifically. But they want experience, and they want around 4 years of experience before I can actually do the thing. I've been trying to be a barista for the past 2 years, or maybe I'll say a year. And every single application that I've applied for, they just want 2 years of barista experience, 1 year of barista experience, right? None of them, and they say that some of them even say oh, we don't need experience, we don't need that. But then they're going to compare to someone who does have experience compared to me. So then they are going to pick them, obviously. So then, right? And the job market is just so terrible at the minute, because it's not just that, it's also it's just awful, There's a lot more people applying for jobs than people employing people, right? So there's that. So I can't even find a part-time job to make quick money and gain experience, right? So there are all these factors, and those are just a couple of things, right? That I'm doing at the minute, right? Being a YouTuber, being an athlete, trying to find a part-time job, right? Those are, a couple of things. And there are plenty of other things that I've tried over the years, and just, this isn't about anymore working harder to get what you want, because because it is not possible anymore. You need to have some amazing, like, distinctual personality to do it, you know? And I don't just want this to be of, like, just me, of my experience, right? Of what I've been through. Because I know a lot of people are going through this. From people that I've talked to, from people you see online. A lot of people talk about how difficult the job market is at 20, right? I've came back for part 2 of this video because that was a lot of just negativity. But I just wanted the audience and you guys to understand that it's not just you that's going through it. And they're like, even if it looks like online that everyone's able to, you know, get a job, everyone's able to have great mental health, everyone's able to do good in life as a 20-year-old, and that, you know, the world's your oyster. It's not always true, and there is a lot of obstacles to get through, a lot more nowadays, I think. So, for part 2, I just wanted to make 2 points that I think I haven't obviously mastered, like, getting through this, I guess. I haven't figured out a way to get out of this situation yet, right? But I've found these 2 methods have benefited me in the sense that I know I'm at least going in one direction and I'm going in, like, I'm going somewhere, you know? So the first point is being determined, right? I know everyone, it's such like a generic thing to say, but I think it is important to include, because being determined is going to help you get through a situation where you can't see, like, the horizon and you don't have any motivation to, you know, go forward after that. Because if you can't see in, like, you know, soon that there's going to be a job, or there's going to be a relationship that you want, or you're going to be able to go to uni, something like that, then you're not going to be able to convince yourself to carry on, right? And you're not going to be able to convince yourself to not give up, right? Because if you can't see over the horizon, then you can't see there's an end goal. And if there's no end goal that you can see, then what are you aiming towards? There's nothing to aim towards after that. So you need to have that determination to know that even if you can't see an end goal, you know if you do something, at least, you can get through it. You can do something, and it will move you in that direction, no matter what you do. Doing something is always better than nothing, you know? So keeping that determination. I even did a video on how to have determination. It's called The Art of Determination. So if you want to watch that video to see how I can be determined, I'm making a new video on specific methods that I do. So the second point I want to make is technology. You have to understand that despite all these challenges that we do also have a lot of advantages over people compared to 10 years ago, where we have all the free information right here on whatever app you have, right? And if you can find a way to use it to your advantage rather than it actually making your mental health worse, you can really use it to improve these situations that you're experiencing. So for example, with the job, right? You can look up a video, whatever video, on how to do good in an interview, how to make a good CV, how to even start your own business, right? It's really easy to start a YouTube channel. And all you need is the basic equipment to at least start, you know? It's better to start something, which you can, if you have a phone or you have the internet. It's better to do that than to do nothing, right? And to just stagnate. So, and you don't have to do YouTube, you can do anything on the internet. There's plenty of things out there, such as selling products, like working for online companies, and yeah, just stuff like that. But I think if right now a job is an issue, then just keep expanding your knowledge on things, and the more you learn from the internet, the more opportunities will be available to you, right? So just discover what you can do with technology. Like, for example, I wanted to write online, right? I wanted to be an online writer for quite a while. I even bought a book on it, and I was reading it, and I read the entire book, and I was like, yeah, this seems good. So I started writing on Substack, right? And then I was like, this is really boring, and I actually don't like writing at all online, right? And it was a really important lesson for me to understand what I don't want to do. So it's not just about what you want to do, it's about what you don't want to do. But you might find, if you try that, and you read a book, and you watch some videos online, you might actually really like writing online, and you might learn that you want to do that, right? So there's plenty of online things that you will want to go into. There will be plenty of opportunities for you, because there is for anyone online. It doesn't matter who you are, there will be something out there. And I know I said you need a specific personality, but that's for outside of technology. Anything outside of technology, it does seem like you need like some bloody amazing personality to do anything. But anyway, so that's the end of the video, and I just hope this gave you a authentic, personal connection, right? Of where you can feel like, okay, I'm not the only one dealing with this. So there are people who are trying to progress and are in a situation like me, right? But there is ways to get through it. So yeah.